Time to do some game design. To make things interesting for everyone, I decided to make the Gamedesign document public. I've put a link to it in the description. This document will be kept public for the whole duration of the project. No secrets. But before we dive into the game design of Cyberdam, let me explain a little bit about game design and why I don't like game designers in general. Let me sketch out why. When building a game or a project in general, you often have a stakeholder. This can be the one with money, the owner of the company, a publisher, the one with the vision of the product, or a combination of them all. Then you have the producer. This person needs to make sure the project goes according to plan and everybody is happy. Yay! Under the producer you get the team. Tech, 2D, 3D art, audio design, Q&A, and yes, team game design. There is one very big difference between team game design and the other teams. All teams are creating solutions for problems or challenges. They all work by following the rules set in the game design document. The issue here is that the game design team is able to change this document, where the rest of the team can only let the game design team know they're having an issue with something in the document. In my experience, this has often led to the game design team taking lead of the whole project. Which in itself may even be a good thing, except for that the game design manager may not be the ideal candidate for the role, resulting in team game design not taking into account that issues that arise from the other teams are to be taken seriously. Or maybe even worse, that the game design does not adhere to the stakeholder requirements anymore, because they were stupid limitations anyway. Probably one of the reasons it is an issue is that in smaller teams, the game design manager is also the senior game designer. Now that we know the issues of the game design team, here are my 5 secrets on game design for game designers. 1. Don't be a to your team. Everyone in your team is a creative person working in a creative branch, not just you. Even if you don't understand code, art or music. Other people's ideas may not be stupid, even if they don't adhere to your strict game design teachings. So you know how to be a proper game designer, right? You learned it at college. Think again. Everything you learn at college is deprecated the moment you graduate. Think, adjust and keep up to date. Every change you make to the game design document during the project means that someone might lose a lot of work. Be nice to them. Design patterns are here for a reason. You don't have to follow them all the time, but it may be smart to ask yourself, is the keyboard button J the correct button to confirm your settings in the menu? While the average gamer has been taught to press enter. Now we have established my 5 secrets of game design for game designers and why I hate them. I have one very simple fix for the whole issue. Just get rid of your whole team and go solo. Let's see how that's going in Cyberdam, shall we? Cyberdam is going to be a single-player, first-person action-adventure game set in Zeist, in an open-world environment with a little bit more than 5 square kilometers, or 3 square miles. Ivy will be controlled by a super smooth first-person character controller that can at least fold, slide and sprint her way through Zeist. Main game mechanics are going to be exploration, combat, stealth and doing quests. So I think one of the biggest problems I have is that I am going to make the game too big for me to be able to complete it. So I really need to focus on just the main game mechanics and make those really good. I'm lucky that I can reuse a lot of the tech I developed for my previous game, City of Springs. Like an enemy vision system, automated markers, a quest system, automated humanoid facial animations, etc. You can see the full list in the game design document. But I still have to focus my time on these 4 main game mechanics. For the exploration I have currently 4 types of rewards. Hidden caches with valuable objects hidden in the hard to reach places. ATMs that have to be hacked to give the player cash. fast travel spots that have to be located to be able to fast travel to and from, and special vehicles, which you will have to find, and after you found them, you can use them and they will spawn normally in the world. I haven't yet had any time to brainstorm about the actual combat. I want it to feel quick and smooth, and I think I need to dedicate a little bit or a lot more time on this subject alone. To fully wrap my mind around the concept of combat and how I want it to feel. Now, stealth is another thing. I really like stealth, and I think the stealthing system of City of Springs works pretty well if I use it as a basis and go from there. Basically, enemies have a vision cone, and if you enter the vision cone and there's nothing in between, you get feedback that you're about to be spotted. A visual marker will point towards the enemy in question and it will fill up. If it's all filled up, you're spotted and will enter combat, or you will have to flee. Looking back at creating quests for City of Springs, I think this system and game mechanic is the most time intensive to come up with and to create in the game. So I can use the basis of the questing system from City of Springs, with a few edits of course. I want the quests to be the main drive behind the story, and this is a big thing. So I think I'm going to leave quests for now and focus on the other 4 main game mechanics first. One more thing I'm currently playing with is the idea of having some sort of multi-purpose drone that you can send out to distract enemies, hack stuff, do live recon with, but I'm not sure of it yet, so I'd love to hear what you guys think. Ideally, I have a fully playable sandbox environment which I can use to test out new prototypes or some brainstorm ideas I just had. So it's time to wrap up this video and go back to work. Next week I will be going over my prototype of a traffic system that I created and maybe do a little bit of optimization while we're at it. Maybe even some multi-threading. I hope to see you then, and as always, please let me know what you think of the video by liking it. See you next time.